Welcome back to Old School New School Podcast, episode 91.
I'm Scott, I'm old school.
I'm Chester, and I'm new school, and today we will be talking about the Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons. No coaching changes. Michael Penix Jr. took over the reins last year,
Yeah.
much to Kirk Cousins' dismay, but Kirk Cousins is not very good, in my opinion. Tell me I'm wrong. And they have Emory Jones and Easton Stick in the quarterback room.
Yeah. Let's go.
Penix is good, right?
Yeah, I think he's decent.
Yeah, I thought so too. It'll be fun to watch, see how he progresses in his second year. They were 8-9 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Offense pretty good, ranked 13th. Defense not great, 23rd.
Yeah.
So they drafted a lot on defense. Yes, they brought in a lot on defense.
Yeah.
Jalen Walker, James Pierce, both edge rushers.
Yeah.
And Xavier Watts, who's a safety. So my issue with that is they're expecting Walker and Pierce to come in and have immediate impact, which doesn't tell me doesn't show that they had a lot of depth in terms of the defense. So that's concerning to me that they're going to rely on first-year players to come in and make a huge difference. Now, both those dudes are good. It's a lot of pressure and a pretty big expectation. That's my opinion.
I understand that.
Thoughts?
I don't know what else I would really say about them. I mean, I agree with the whole defense. You're really trusting these rookies to.
And who knows?
I mean, they're good. Like
they might be good. It might be perfect. But on the offense, what else do we got on the Falcons there?
I mean, they have just like pieces. I mean,
they've
got Bijan Robinson,
who's good.
Good, yeah. Drake London, pretty good.
Pretty solid.
So like solid things all around. I mean, I think what didn't help is probably Kirk Cousins starting. I mean, but obviously they everyone hated their Michael Penix Jr. pick at 9th overall in 2023 or 2024 draft. After they signed Cousins to the 4-year.
Well, Cousins hated it the most.
Well, yeah, right. but I mean, Cousins played terribly, so
it didn't make sense. Like, why would you sign Cousins and then pick?
Right, but I mean, Cousins played terribly, so it worked out.
Unless your plan was like, have him play for a year. Yeah. But when you give a guy a 4-year contract, he's expecting to play at least 2 of those years.
Yeah, right.
But they made the right decision switching that out.
Yeah.
They didn't. This year, free agency, they were pretty low key.
Yeah.
Not a lot lost, not a lot brought in. So they're kind of riding with the draft and with what they had last year. And they're in the NFC South.
Right.
Which gives anybody hope.
Yeah.
The Buccaneers won that division, but only had 2 more wins.
Yeah, right.
And the Saints were just awful. And the Panthers were just awful, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just how it works. But yeah, the division's not amazing.
The division's set up for that.
I feel like you're set up for success in that division, especially with the pieces you're getting.
This team can win the division.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. I mean.
Yeah.
Are they front runners in the division, or do you still think the Buccaneers are?
I think the problem is if you don't win the division, you don't make the playoffs.
Based on the quality of teams in other divisions in the NFC,
and the NFC just being good in general.
I mean, both the North and the East could easily get 3 teams in.
I think the North could get I mean, it isn't possible, but 4. I think all those teams are playoff contenders. Your East, you've got at least 2. West, you've got 2, right? It's the NFC's stacked.
But if you're bringing it, so I mean,
right?
You've got 4 division winners and 3 other teams.
You're looking to win the division.
You're right. It's in that you want to win that division. Can they? Sure. Can they get to 10 wins? Sure.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it'll be fun to watch how Penix Jr. How his second year goes. You know, some players, you know, take that huge step.
Right.
Some don't. We'll see what happens.
We will see what happens.
But I think you can have some confidence as a Falcons fan in the ATL, Hotlanta.
Sure. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you can look forward to this as a Falcons fan.
Yeah, I think you're looking as a fan right now. You're like, I'm feeling good about this coming year. We got some pieces rolling in the right direction. Brought in these young kids in the defense. Hopefully they can, you know, pick that up a little bit more. I mean, offense stays the same and the defense clicks up 6 or 7 spots, and you're in good shape. Like you win those couple extra games that you lost last year. So that's about it for the Falcons. Go back to the old logo. My opinion, the old red helmet.
Yeah,
the red helmet's cool. Come on,
I guess.
Tell me the red helmet.
It's all right.
Black helmet or red helmet?
I don't know.
Okay, red
doesn't
helmet.
matter for me.
You're right. It doesn't
Bring
matter.
back the color rush is what I want them to do.
Which color?
They had the all red and look cool.
They look like superheroes.
Sure, whatever you like.
Okay. Anyway, thank you so much. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And peace.
Peace.